we did a brief intro. However, I don't think I did justice on where you're from and what you do. So if you don't mind, I would love for you just to share a little bit of background history as to where you came from, and what you are doing now.
Yeah, for sure. So, hi guys, I'm Katie. I'm from the US. I live in Texas, but until like 6 months ago, rewind about 2 years ago, I was in Chicago in Illinois. For those of you, it's the cold, it's north in the US. And I lived there for 15 years, and I was like, while I was there, I had run my own private practice as a pediatric therapist. I left that and started my own online business. And I'll be honest, I was doing coaching. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like figuring it out as I went. And I was trying to run at the same time. It was crazy. And I just got to a point in my life where I was like, I'm all about like following your joy. And I was like, I'm going to actually practice what I preach. So I packed my stuff up, put it in a storage unit, and traveled the world. And I was nomadic, and I traveled all over the place. Australia was a place that I wanted to go for years. I've now been there 3 times since, which is incredible. And so, I was running this online business, but to be honest, and it was decently successful. I had no clue what I was doing. And then, I was figuring it out. I was seeing people, and I was struggling though. Again, everything I was about joy, fun, and flow. And like, I was working really hard. I was doing all the things. I was creating the funnels and the emails and all of it. And I was just like, this is not fun. And I actually, one of my friends who was running some stuff for me online. She was running my Facebook ads and doing all this stuff. Like, I was paying her for stuff, but I was also friends with her. She was like making shit, and I was like, what are you doing? And then like my other friends doing it. And then before I like realized it, I was like, wait a second. All of my friends are doing something else and have had successful businesses online, but are like totally stepping away from that to do this other thing. And I was like, all right, what is it? And to be honest, I had no idea what it really was, but I was like, I trust you guys. This feels right. Sign me up. Here's my card. Let's go. And it's been a year since I've said yes to this incredible business and lifestyle and community. And it has been the most life-changing experience from my own personal development, as well as business and leadership and all of that stuff. So, I went from, working in a hospital, very traditional job, starting my own practice, to living out of a suitcase, traveling the world, and working online. And now I have a home. I was ready to have a home again. But I get to travel all over whenever I want to. I have friends all over the world. And honestly, most of my best friends are in Australia and New Zealand. So I'm like, gotta go. Like, after I was in Australia, to just hang out with my friend because that's where she lives, and we've been to 7 different countries together in less than 8 months. Like, that's crazy.
That's amazing. And I mean, do you find that this is one of the perks, I guess, in having an online business where you're not necessarily reliant on being in a location, where you can just run this location free wherever, whenever?
Oh, totally. And like, if anyone has, I mean, if you think about like, if you have a job, or if you have like, I had freedom and I was running my own business, but I was so tied to it that like, I had to stick to that schedule and the times. And like, I mean, I love my patients, but I was like, wait a second, I created something to be free, yet I've actually have more of a job than I had when I was working for someone else. So actually, I feel like that sense of freedom has been the biggest thing. Like, for me, I love being able to travel and go wherever, but I love having truly, like, today I was up at 4:30 a.m. and working all the time. And then sometimes I sleep in, and sometimes I get to go for a walk outside, and sometimes I'm traveling over the world. But it's really living life on my terms. And I think so many want that. And honestly, sometimes it does mean working a lot, and that's okay. But then the next day I can be like, great.
you can kind of pick and choose when you do and don't work. I guess it's more working around your life rather than work, being the main focus of things. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely agree with you on that one. And where do you see, like, now that you've started this business and you say you've been in it for about a year now, where do you see this going within the next year, and what are your plans for the future within this business?
Well, one of the main things, and I was just looking at like what you had put in the description of this, of like one of the reasons why I left my work as a physical therapist was to impact more people. Like I wanted to not just help one person at a time. So what I see in what's really cool is I'm now in more of like a leadership space in this business, and I get to see other people grow and shine and their goals. And like, that's what it's about for me. Yeah, I want to be successful. Yeah, I want to make money. Yeah, I want all of those things. But to me, I always want to activate something else in others and see people live at their highest potential. So, for me, it's about, I like personally want to have 100 more people that I'm personally bringing into this space, and have like 1,000 people that are like, yeah, we're all doing this together. Because what it is it's a true ripple effect. Because when people shift their own mindset in their own life, it just changes how you interact with other people on little things like a conversation, even just being able to like connect with you on here. Like you just interact with other human beings different. And I think that's what everything is about that connection. So for me, I get to impact way more people. The biggest thing for me too is really living aligned to the message that I preach. And so I get to have fun. I get to go enjoy my life too, and watch others do the same, like break free from their we call it the matrix, right? But like the reality that they're told they have to do, when really like we all have that choice. And when we get to choose that, it's so fun to see people actually living to the potential that they want, instead of being like, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that, and that comes more money, more opportunities, more adventures, more travel, more fun. But also, honestly, this is the biggest thing that I've seen in my past year, and that I want to continue, not even road, is having just deeper, more full aligned connections with other things.
Absolutely.
That you can actually be your fullest express self. You can be your true self, and you can see other people for who they really are. In every relationship in your life, I've seen it shift in friends, my family, my partners and relationships in that way,
Yes.
Partners. That doesn't sound good. But you know what I mean? And I think that the more people that get to have those shifts, the better.
Absolutely. And that is totally what it's all about. People stepping out of fear, I guess, and reaching their full potential, because most of people, they sort of sit back and they are fearful of what they could possibly achieve or what they could possibly do. And that holds a lot of people back from reaching their fullest potential.
Totally. And I think a lot of us, we totally hold ourselves back, and we use that fear. Oh no, it's scary. That's something bad. Now in a space where anytime something fearful or like triggering shows up to me, I'm like, yes, I am growing another level. Yeah. And so I think it's not even, it's that mindset shift, it's that energy shift, but you get to say, oh my gosh, this is an amazing opportunity for me to grow as a person, to learn, to be a better mother, to be a better daughter, to be a better wife, a partner, business, an entrepreneur. Like, I think if you look at any successful entrepreneur or anyone, you've got to lean into the risks. You've got to be willing to fail and fail forward. I was literally just talking to people on my team about this. And like, you guys, like, I'm not going to lie. Fear has been amazing, like in this business, but it's also been like very challenging in a way. But I'm so grateful for every lesson, because I've gotten to be more real, be more myself, and allow, like, peel back the masks and the layers and just show up as me. And that's so freeing, right? Like,
it is. When you don't have to put on a